It's nice to be back here in New Orleans. I lived here for a few years in the 90s, so I consider this one of my hometowns, and it's always great to come back. And thank you, Jason, for inviting me to speak here at the conference. Today, I just wanted to give you an overview on seafarers' welfare in the Liberian Registry. So I'm going to start off just briefly telling you a little bit more about what a flag state is, why some white guys here representing the country of Liberia, and what we sort of do. And then I'll let you know a little bit about what we're looking at when we go on board our ships, what seafarers are complaining about, and then our statistics as far as seafarer injuries over the last 2 years, and what has led to some seafarers dying on board our ships. So, just briefly, the Republic of Liberia is an African nation. It's on the west coast of Africa. The lady up here in the upper left-hand corner is the current president of Liberia, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and she's been president for the last 10 years. She's been instrumental in turning the country around. You may know that in the 80s and the 90s, Liberia went through very unfortunate civil war, and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf tried to turn the country around and won the Nobel Peace Prize for her efforts in Liberia. The United States has always had a somewhat close relationship with the government, or the country of Liberia. In 1820, the Republic was actually established by repatriated slaves from the United States. There was an effort to bring them back to Africa, and they all were landed in Liberia, and so that's how the Republic started. And we've always had a close relationship with them. This gentleman in this picture is Edward Stettinius. He was Secretary of State under Franklin Delano Roosevelt during World War II, and he's credited to establishing what's now called the open registry concept. So before World War II, if you wanted to register a ship in the United States, for example, well, it's still true. If you want to register a ship in the United States now, the ship has to be built in the United States, crewed by U.S. citizens, and the owner of the ship would have to pay U.S. income tax. The open registry concept changed that in that the ship could be built anywhere, it could have crew from any country, and the owner pays what's called punch tax based on the size of the ship rather than income tax based on their earnings. So there are a handful of what's called open registries, and actually it's on the next slide. But this all came around because during World War II, the United States, when we were still neutral before we went into the war, we still wanted to support England and war effort against the Germans. And in order to get around the Neutrality Act, we were putting our ships on the Panamanian flag in order to circumvent the Neutrality Act. And Panama was the original open registry. After World War II, Edward Stettinius had remained good friends with President Tubman of Liberia, so they expanded the open registry concept to Liberia as well. And so that's why you hear ships being registered in Liberia, in Panama. This all came out of World War II. Right now, Liberia, we're the second largest registry. We have 4,200 ships. Actually, in this graph, you can see, as far as the market share, like 12 to 13% of all ships in the world, and ocean-going ships in the world are registered in Liberia. Panama is the largest, Marshall Islands is the third largest. So if you're actually going on board a ship, and you're looking at what the flag of the ship is, it's probably one of these 10 countries. 75% of all ships are in these 10 countries. For the Liberian Registry, most of our ships are bulk carriers, container ships, and tankers. If you go on a cruise ship, it's probably registered in Bahamas. And just to back up a little bit, every ship has to be registered in the country somewhere. And so that's what's called the flag state, where the ship is registered. And so that's what this is. And the flag state has to oversee, make sure that their ships are complying with all the applicable international regulations, the laws of the country, making sure the ships are safe, making sure the seafarers on board are being taken care of, making sure there's no environmental discharges that shouldn't be happening. So, as a flag state, we oversee all of that for all of our ships. Coast Guard is port state control, so if a Liberian flagship comes into the United States, the Coast Guard as port state control will also go on board to verify that all the regulations are being taken care of. With Liberia, we have 400 inspectors located in ports all around the world. 300 of these inspectors we've actually trained and certified to be Maritime and Labor Convention inspectors. So they go on board our ships to ensure compliance with the Maritime Labor Convention. And so that happens every 2.5 years. We have a Maritime Labor Convention inspection. But every year we also have what's called annual safety inspectors. So these 400 inspectors are going on board inspecting every one of our 4,200 ships. And while they're on board, they look at labor issues. And just as a side note, the Liberian Registry, we have 20 offices around the world as well. Our main office is in Virginia. And a lot of the management and the people running the registry are former seafarers. So we take seafarer welfare very seriously. And Liberia was actually the first country to sign on to the Maritime Labor Convention. So it's something that we consider very important. And so we're passionate about it, and we make sure seafarers are taken care of on board. So as far as the Maritime Labor Convention itself, I just wanted to highlight four areas that we look at when we're on board our ships. First one is physiological issues. So making sure that the seafarers on board meet the minimum age requirement, that they are medically fit, that their working rest hours are in accordance with Maritime Labor Convention, that they're not overworking and becoming very tired, that they have good food on board, they have medical care they need, and that their workplaces are safe. If you look at these letters and numbers here, this is actually from the Maritime Labor Convention. This is for minimum ages, regulation, section 1.1. So as far as social issues, this is part of the Maritime Labor Convention. So we make sure that seafarers are getting paid, they're going on leave, that they have access to shore facilities. And this is all stuff that's important for their well-being. As far as environmental aspects of them being on board, we want to make sure that they're trained correctly, that their recruitment process is fair and equitable, that there's some sort of career development for the seafarers, and then the accommodations that they have on board are clean, safe, and are in accordance with the convention as well. And then here, for y'all probably interested in this, there's a spiritual component of this as well. So all of these religious and spiritual portions of the MLC, these are actually in the guidance. It's not actually written in the regulation, but we do look at this guidance when we're on board. So as far as food, accommodations and recreation facilities, mess rooms, medical care ashore, welfare facilities and services in port, these are all things that have some sort of religious or spiritual component that we do look at as well. Okay, so this is actually, when we're actually going on board, the last 4 slides were really objective things that we can look at. You can objectively ascertain whether or not the ship is meeting them or not. But there's some subjective stuff as well. So when we train our inspectors, these are some of the things we have them looking at. Is it a happy ship? Are the crew crew members happy? Do they seem stressed out or not? Do they look fit and healthy? Is there social cohesion on board? A really good thing to look at is whether the ship is clean and tight, or if it looks like there's a tremendous amount of deferred maintenance. Deferred maintenance really is a red flag that the ship owner may be having financial trouble. And this, there's a lot of other issues that I'll tell you about when we get to that slide. If there's a lot of high turnover or people that are retired, those are indicators of non-compliance. So here are some other things as far as welfare indicators of what we're looking at that may show negative implications on board. Your lack of maintenance, like I mentioned, is an important one. But also some things that are very obvious and it really takes some digging into by our inspectors. The double booking, especially with some logbooks. That I can't say happens a lot on board our ships, but on board, worldwide, on board a lot of flags, there's always a lot of issues with logbooks, especially the Department of Justice is familiar with oil record books. People are getting ships are still being prosecuted every day by the Department of Justice for falsifying oil record books. So these are things that we look at. When we're on board. Okay, so here's some actual complaints and disputes that we have heard from seafarers. Seafarers have a right to have direct access to the flag, and so there's multiple ways that they can contact us if they have complaints about what's happening on board that they can't resolve either through their chain of command on board the ship or with the owners directly. You'll see it here. So the two biggest things here really are payment of wages and repatriation. And as you all are probably aware, the last few years have been an economic turmoil for the shipping industry. A lot of ship owners are going bankrupt. A lot of them are losing their ships. The charter rates are really low, so ship owners are low on cash. We've seen that payment of wages and repatriation have become an issue, especially on ships where the ship owners have gone bankrupt and pretty much just abandoned their ships in port or at sea, and the seafarers are just sort of stuck on the ship. These ship owners kind of disappear. And as Doug mentioned, there is now a regulation that ship owners should have an insurance policy to pay wages and repatriate the seafarers back to their home country. We've actually stepped in, Liberia has stepped in when we've seen seafarers who need to be repatriated, and for whatever reason, the money isn't coming to repatriate them. We'll front the cost of repatriate the seafarers back home, and then we'll try to collect it back on the back end. But we feel it's important that seafarers shouldn't just be left on the ship without any food or in the water, while the ship owner is just pretty much gone and left them there. We also work with a lot of local ministries like yourselves when we know seafarers have unmet needs, whether that's they don't have any food on board or they have emotional or spiritual issues. We do try to connect with organizations like yourselves just to get them through the transition. So we really appreciate all of your help as well. Okay, and then I just have two slides about some of the incidents that we've seen on board our ships. And all of this, like the complaints and these next two slides, are in our Maritime Labor Convention reports, which are on our website. For the last 2 years, they're on our website. If you're interested, you can go take a look at these. So these are the actual types of incidents that have led to deaths on board our ships. This includes natural causes and accidents, and about half of them, I think it was about 54% in 2015 and 44% in 2016, were actually from natural causes, whether heart attack or illness. But the other 50% were either from suicide, criminal acts, falling overboard, slips, workplace accidents. There is this category called missing from ship, and these were where the seafarer just disappeared. They just never showed up for watchman's while the ship was underway. So either they jumped off the ship purposefully or accidentally. Because we couldn't tell, the investigation, we couldn't tell for sure whether it was what happened. It kind of got lumped into this category. So this actually, you look at here, suicide is really actually kind of low, but some of these missing from ships, they also related to suicide. We just didn't have any proof to classify it as such. And then last slide here is accidents. A lot of accidents are from getting struck or hit by objects, getting caught in objects, and slip and falls. So these are kind of gruesome. And just to point out, these, in order to show up on this list, the accidents had to put the seafarer out of work for 3 days. So if someone slipped and fell and they were just from their ankle and they just took a day off work, it wouldn't show up here. So there's somewhat more serious things that have put them out of work for 3 or more days. So that's what's happening on board our ships, and I'm happy to answer any questions at the end. Thanks.